preaching prophet of the Lord. Gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil. We the lost children of the Lord. Y'all should holler, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West. Till they bury me. One West, one West, yeah, one West, one West, one West. Till they bury me. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing game. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight with a little slang. UPK, y'all finished, bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine.
Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching officer of 1,000, Thamayam. And I got with me preaching officer of 1,000, Shabbat Zahalat. And I have preaching officer of 500, Ma'ashala, with me. And today is the ISUPK St. Louis history class. All right. This class is about reflecting on history and remembering things that happened in the past so we don't make the same mistakes today. A lot of things going on right now in America, especially with Black people coming up missing, you know. And every time you try to read and do research on these stories, there's always a suicide, a case closed. Don't nobody want to do an investigation on it. So it's very important that we must understand that we have to protect ourselves. We have to discipline ourselves and you know, basically find a way to find some strong foundational protection. And the Christian church has failed us in that area. So what we must understand is how do we gain protection? How can we get that access that we need to keep our people safe? It's in the Bible, the laws of God. Christianity is not in the Bible. That's what we must understand. It's not in the Bible. That's why Christianity is not working for us, because it has nothing to do with God. But if you open up that Bible and read God's instructions, which is his commandments, you will see that God told the Israelites, which is us, Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, to not do interracial marriage. Not only interracial marriage, don't do integration as well. Stay amongst your own people, because your people is your responsibility. That's who you should have all the concern for, not other nations. All right? Because when you do that, you are letting the enemy in. Every time. And they show you that they are your enemies every time you let them in. Every time you have a white friends or a different wife from another nation, a foreign wife, you know, calamity always strikes. It always hits. All right? Look at Nolan Wells. Nolan Wells had, you know, white friends, and they went to an island the whole time. He did not know that was the day he was going to die or be unalive. These oppressors, they might smile in your face and might have kind words for you and be around you, but understand they are being taught at home to be against you since the day of their birth. And they can't help but to portray who they are in the end. All right? Can I get Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 10?
Ecclesiasticus,
chapter 12, verse 10. And anytime y'all brothers want to chime in, you can, you know.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy.
Say that again.
Never trust thy enemy.
If you was to open up that Bible and read it for real, you will understand there's a lot of war in that Bible. It's a lot of war, man. And Israel had a lot of enemies. And those enemies never went away. They know what they did? They just changed their names. You have the Chinese people, according to the Bible, they're Moab. You have our oppressor that's over us today, the Pilgrims. They are Esau, according to the Bible. You know, but how will you learn who are the oppressors that oppress Israelites in the Bible? You have to come into the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. We can show you the God-given name of every race that you see today and know who they are according to the Bible by you coming into classes and learning some real knowledge. The Christian church will tell you that these people that's in the Bible that oppress the Israelites, they don't exist no more. Yes, they do. You know, they have not went nowhere. And we're gonna learn about it today. We're gonna learn about, you know, how interracial marriage destroyed our nation and how we had to come back and rebuild. And we went back to doing the same thing over and over again, trying to get along with these nations. And every time that happened, they came and destroyed us. All right. So today you're going to learn some real history, something that your Christian church it's impossible for you to learn in there. All right. The only thing you learn in that church is gospel songs and, you know, things that don't add protection to your life, but it adds harm and danger to your people and also you. But read from the top.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust these oppressors that lynched you from trees in the past and today as well. I don't know how many people have been lynched, you know, in the past 2 months, just the past 2 months. I'm not even going to say the whole year. The past 2 months, do you even know how many people been lynched? Black people. Because I don't hear about white people being lynched. But you always hear about black people being lynched. Do y'all know how many black people been lynched in the past 2 months? And it's been ruled a suicide. Or how many black people have been unalive by white people in the last 2 months? It's clear to see that we have to separate because we are not getting justice. Why? Because we trust our enemies. When you trust America, you are trusting your enemy if you're a black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. Every time you put your trust in America, they fail you. They disappoint you. And your people come up missing. And America know they got unalive, but they say it's a suicide. That's why you should never trust your enemy, because you will never be treated fairly and you will always lose. That's why we are on the bottom today of society or this whole planet Earth. No matter where you go, you see black, Hispanics, Native American Indian at the bottom of the totem pole because we continually to keep trusting in our enemies, man. And it has to stop. But read.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah. Just like iron rust, so is his wickedness, man. He might tell you he loved black people today, but he gonna show you in the end that how much he hate us. He gonna show you how much he want to be at war with us in the end. That's why you should never trust him. Because just how metal is guaranteed to rust, eventually, the white man is going to show you how much he cannot stand us eventually. No matter what promise he make to black and Hispanic Native American Indian, he going to show you that he wants to be at war with you by unaliving your kind. And then when the police come, the police are trained to say, this case, we don't see no kind of foul play. We don't see nothing bad happen. They are trained to do that. That's why we got to train ourselves to stay away from white society. Just, if you got to go to work, go to work. But don't have white friends, because black people can't have white friends. You know what I'm saying? Nolan Wells is a prime example. There's no such thing as a black man having a white friend. You know, they're not your friend. What's inside of them won't allow them to be your friend. There are people won't allow it. All right, read.
Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
That's why I can't stand on Mashallah and Shabbat Zah. I cannot stand when my people say you cannot judge all YT people, white people. You know, all of them ain't bad. You know, we could get along. It can work. We got to continue to love. That's why what you see is going on right now is happening too much right now. I mean, like this year, 2026, man, it's bad, man. It's bad, and it's not going to go away. You got to always observe these devils, man. All right. When have these devils ever treated us right? Huh? They have conversations about treating us right, giving us reparations, you know. But why you got to have a conversation about it when you know you're dead wrong? Because they know they want to keep you right where you at, vulnerable to always be at their mercy. All right. That's why it was so evil for MLK to join us to this society, man. Now we have nothing. Read on.
Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest.
Say that again. Say that again.
Set him not by thee.
When you do interracial marriage, you are setting your enemy right by you. Hell, you sleeping in the bed with your enemy, man. You can't sit them by you. And we're gonna learn why you shouldn't sit them by you. This is God's words, not mine. Read.
Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
What happened during the times of integration? What happened? We made a covenant, made an agreement with the white man, and guess what? He took our place. How he took our place? He overthrew our black communities, man. Now we don't have nothing. The things we had is in his possessions, and he took everything we had. You know what I'm saying? He took our place. Now he has everything. All our possessions are gone. At least we had something before integration. We had something that we could say, this is ours. What do we have now? Nothing, because we set them right by us.
So, like, if I could, sir.
Go ahead, Warrior.
What you're saying is so heavy because all our brothers that play basketball and football and have all these amazing talents, you know, the white man, he just sends his woman at us and we take them, and the next thing you know, she done took all our damn money. I mean, look at Tiger Woods, he was a billionaire. Look at look at Mark Odom. The brother started smoking crack, man.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he sent his woman at us, and it completely. Look at, I mean, Kanye West. He done went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many times to where when we sit them by us, they just destroy everything we got when we try to build up something. So like you said, it's a heavy thing, sir. It's a lot.
Most High Christ, Warrior.
Man, Salaki too. If I could add, when you was talking about the you said something about the economy, economic. If I could, can I pull a scripture? I want to pull Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 12. If you could pull that for me, mashallah. Ezra 9 and 12.
In the book of Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Now, therefore, give not your daughters unto their sons,
Mm-hmm.
neither take their daughters unto your sons.
Right. This is the
Nor,
same thing you read in Deuteronomy. What is it? Deuteronomy 7 and 2 and 3. Like
Mm-hmm.
Ezra is saying the same thing over here. All right. He's saying, don't take your daughters and give it to their sons, and don't take your sons and give to their daughters. Go ahead and read.
Khan, nor seek their peace,
Don't
or
seek to
their
have peace. Right. Don't seek to have peace with them.
Right.
Don't seek to have peace with the oppressor or these other nations, man. Or what else, Mashallah?
Khan, nor seek their peace or their wealth
There it
forever.
is. Or their wealth forever. That's your economics right there. You know what I mean? You seeking to have peace with these other nations. Now you give over all your economics. You give over everything, your businesses, your stores. You know what I mean? Now they take over. You know what I mean? Now what do we have? Nothing. Now we solely dependent on them for everything. We don't even have hell, we pick all the damn cotton. We don't even own clothing, goddamn a cotton factory. And we pick all the cotton.
Right.
What do we have? Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All we want to do is integrate and have peace. March. Please don't treat me bad, Mr. Oppressor. That's all we want to do. You know what I'm saying? And the scripture is totally against that. We should be trying to separate ourselves, man. That's all I had on it. I wanted to bring that up because when you said that, that rung a bell. That scripture
Right.
came up.
All right, Warrior. And also, man, you got to take a look at integration. Was really integration us joining America, or was it just giving up? It was giving up. You surrendered. You ain't joined nothing. You gave up. You looked at everything you had and said it's not good. This water fountain don't look good like the white man's water fountain. Our restaurants don't look good like his. Hey, Mr. White Man, can you please help us out? We're not doing a good job. And he was like, okay, I'll help you out since you need help. And the help he gave you was just making you give up and give it all to him. And now you're right back to serving him. You're right back to that low condition you was in slavery. You don't have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You went crouching to him, begging him to take over. Because we don't know what the hell we doing. That what basically the Christian church was saying. But in reality, we did know what the hell we was doing. We had successful black communities. Know what they did? They came and bombed them.
Right.
They came and destroyed them. That's the truth. The reason why we couldn't be successful the way we wanted to be, because they are the ones that came and destroyed us every damn time. And Christians didn't want to fight no more. They didn't want to build the black community no more. They're like, y'all could just have it. The spirit of Christianity is a coward. Straight up. It's a coward. And here in the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge, there's no cowards over here. We prefer to die in this fight. Die loving our people. I'd rather go down loving my people than to not love my people and serve the oppressor with my whole heart and spirit, man. No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what black people need to stop doing. And how you do that? Separate from that Christian pastor, that church. Because that's how the oppressor got us right now. All right? That's why you think it's okay to marry a white woman, marry a Chinese woman. Because you think God loves everybody and we all God's children.
Right.
But that's not the case. God, and if you open that Bible, you will see God chose Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are the Israelites, to be his children. All right? Can you give me Malachi chapter 3, verse 6?
And if I
Come on,
could too,
God.
it's like, oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm getting Malachi.
Yeah,
Go
if I
ahead.
could, man, it's like, we shouldn't be afraid to come together too, because the Most High, the Lord, gave us a solution, man. I know the oppressor, he bombs everything we put our hands on and to build, but the Lord gave us a solution, and it's right here, the ISUPK. The solution is having the Lord as your covering, as your protector. And how you gonna do that is by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
We gotta do it the right way. We gotta do it the way the Lord ordained us to do it. And that's what's gonna work. The Lord, they gonna drop dead before they even think about dropping the bomb on us.
Right.
You're gonna see a real revolution
Damn
take
right.
place. You know what I mean? So
All right. All right, man. So who got Malachi chapter 3, verse 6?
Come on, Khan, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
Say that again.
For I am the Lord, I change not.
No. Hold on, man. Because the church said that God changed. Now everybody can be saved. Everybody can receive salvation. But how is that? What do the white man need saving for? What do the Chinese man need saving for? Their communities, their empire, their countries are built up. You know how many things that China come out with? If you look at the Chinese, they have so much of an upgrade technology, man. They are over there doing their thing. When you buy stuff from Temu or TikTok, a lot of that stuff come from China, man. China got trains and buses that move fast, man. What do they need salvation from? Some of y'all landlords that's in the black communities, some of your landlords are Chinese, Japanese. Do we have black landlords? No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? No, you do not. What's going on, Rapayala? If you don't have a white man as your landlord, most of the time it's a foreigner that's your landlord. And a lot of these countries, foreign countries, they are built up. And America sent them reparations and made sure they was all right after they done bullied them and bombed them, and they come over here to make money off of us, send money back home, and while we have nothing, what they need salvation for? It's very important that we understand that the Lord don't change for a reason. Because only one group of people, which is the Israelites, us black and brown people, that the people that must unite, there's only one group of people that need salvation, that need to be raised up and have their nation restored, because it's still destroyed today. All right? That's the group of people that need salvation. And it's so important that we understand the Lord don't change because of this reason. Read.
Come on, for I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Say that again.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Yeah. Because if God was to change and love everybody, man, we would never ever have our own, man. All this stuff going on with us right now, being unalive in the streets, police beating us down for no reason at all. All of this chaos, this mayhem would never end if God was to change. But he said he ain't gonna change, so we don't be consumed. What it means to be consumed, y'all?
Destroy, sir.
Destroy. What else? Give me something else, y'all. Yeah, destroy. You know what I mean? Right now, black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you are in the belly of the beast. You understand? America swallowed you up. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take somebody to come get us out of this captivity, get us out of this hell that's on earth. And Christ coming back to do that. All right? And salvation is for us.
Right.
All right, so let's go to Deuteronomy 7:1. What's going on, Rapah, y'all? Y'all about Shion Shabakatah. All right, any comments?
We just got Rapaya Allah, and we got a call Sapar in the building checking in from the slavery.
What's going on, Warrior?
Slavery.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna go into a little bit of history. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible is history. It's black and brown history.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't always got to go into American stories and what happened on the news when it comes to history. Every time you open up that Bible, understand this: you learning about black and brown people. That's our book. That's our family book. And when you learn about other nations in that book, it's not in their favor, man. That salvation that's inside of that book belongs to us. You are reading about a group of people, which is the Israelites, that's been out of captivity to captivity to captivity. What I mean by captivity, slavery. They always going back and forth in and out of slavery for following other nations, trying to love all nations. And those same people inside of that Bible is doing the same thing right now, y'all. Man, I looked up on the internet, right? And I had typed in, who is the lowest in number with interracial marriage? You know what it said, y'all? Could you believe what it said? When it comes to interracial marriage, like by nations, do you know who is the lowest number? I can't believe what I seen. I'm asking y'all, what y'all think? Who was the lowest number?
I would say Chinese people.
Nope. You know, they put Chinese people as, they consider them as Asians. You know what I'm saying? So by them being Asians, they're gonna be like the Philippines, what do you call it? The Philippines, and
Philippines,
Cambodia, all those Asian people. You know, a lot of them do interracial marriages. But it said a white man, believe it or not.
Okay, Rapaya Allah said black.
No, I said the lowest, not that. The lowest.
That's the highest.
No, believe it or not, they wasn't the highest, but they was up there. But it said white people. I said I don't know if that's true or not, but it said white. But you know, you gotta understand, like over here in America, you might see a lot of interracial marriages and stuff, you know. But you gotta understand, it was a point of time where white people outlawed interracial marriage and stuff, and they still teach their children at home not to do it, you know. But I can't believe it. I'm like, that got to be wrong, man. I don't believe that. So sometimes you can't believe Google, man, but I still don't believe it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do more research on it though. But let's read Deuteronomy 7:1.
Khan, sir, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites.
Okay, all the nations you about to name, those Canaanite nations. But this is Moses talking to the Israelites before they entered into the promised land, which is the land of Canaan. Now, you know, the land of Canaan, that part where they went to is Israel. But before they entered into the promised land, Moses was telling them not to join all of these Canaanite nations. And there was many of them with a strong military. You know, a lot of people. Don't be influenced by the things that they do. Don't sit back and watch how glorious their kingdom is, because it's falling and you about to take over. But you're not going to take over if you do these certain things that God said not to do. All right. And we're going to see how we came into that land, or we're going to see what God told us to do, how we was going to be able to rule over that land, how to be on top, how to be successful, you know. We're gonna see what God said and not what the Christian church said, because what the Christian church told us to do has not been working for more than 400 years. So let's finally open up this Bible and see what God told the Israelites how to conduct themselves when it's dealing with other nations, you know. And the first nation we dealt with was the Canaanites. Today they are South Africans. All right. And I brought that out because I want black people to understand that we ain't African. You shouldn't allow America to even classify you to be a Hamite or a Canaanite. You know what I'm saying? Those people in the Bible fought the Israelites. Those are the enemies of God, of the Israelites in God. You know how many things in the Bible that the Canaanites did to the Israelites? Do you know Goliath that fought David? He was a Canaanite. Today he would be an African. Go ahead, Warrior.
Now I was gonna say, you know, black people gotta understand, man. We don't have we have nothing close to an African culture, man. You know what I'm saying? Because our brothers is not putting bones in their nose and plating in their lips, and we don't even treat our sisters like Africans, man. We don't make y'all walk around with baskets on y'all heads with your titties hanging out. You know what I'm saying? That's an African culture, man. Y'all don't have to do that. We treat our women very well. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot good, sir.
Right, damn right, man. Damn right. Hey, Mashallah, if you could, can you put that flyer up on the screen? Cause I love this flyer, man. It's telling the truth. All right, but can somebody read Deuteronomy 7:1 from the beginning?
Khan, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivitites and the Jebusites.
Man, you might as well just say the parasites.
Oh God.
Let's say the parasites.
Right.
When God casted out the parasites.
Right. And it says 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them.
Did he say hug them?
Right. Thou shalt smite them.
Oh man, go to church with them, you know, get along with them, make alliances, become friends. He told the Israelites to do what?
Thou shalt smite them.
That don't sound like a God of love. That sounds like a God of war, because God is a God of war. Know what I mean? We can't do that right now, but we can smite their money. Know what I'm saying? We can smite their economy. We can smite their religion. Read on.
Khan, and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Stop right there. How can we destroy America without doing physical things like go to war, you know, physically with guns and stuff like that? You could destroy America by separating from their religion, that church. Not celebrating their holidays. Loving your brother.
Right.
Loving your people. That's how you destroy America. It's so simple. That's why America promotes black people unaliving themselves. It promotes the divide between black and brown people because they know our true power is loving our own. That's how you destroy America. If you concentrate on your people and drop that love for America, man, understand this, man, America will fall overnight because America, it survives off the energy that black and brown people give it constantly, day and night. And that's your love, your spirit.
Right.
Without that, America ain't nothing because black people don't need white people. White people need us. That's why they went and got you from the shores of Africa, man. Because they needed you. They tell you to go back to Africa. Hell, I ain't asked you to get. We ain't asked you to get us. Talking about if you don't like it in America, go back to Africa. Who told you to come get us? Huh? You needed us.
Right.
Yeah, I can't stand when I hear old Oppressor say that. Like we just came over here, man. Know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, our people ran America. The Native American Indians ran America. You came over here and destroyed them, and then came and got us because you're lazy as hell.
Right.
Had a nerve to call black people bums, and you're lazy. You don't want to do nothing. You lazy.
Freeloader, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some. I got something hot and ready to tell old Oppressor when he tell me to go back to Africa. I got something for you. I got something to tell you.
Right.
When an oppressor call you a nigga, just call him a devil. See which word hurt worse. That devil word hit hard. You understand? Cause hey, I love being a nigga. They don't like being no devil though. They don't like you calling them no devil. You ain't got to fight and get mad. I be seeing niggas knocking devils out. Man, call him a devil. that word hit harder.
Right.
Right. But read on. You had something to say, Sharatazar? Okay, read on.
Come on. Nor showed shew mercy unto them. Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Show mercy to them. I ain't gonna let that slide. Show mercy to them. What happened when our people get unalived, y'all? When we look on the news and see all these unsolved mysteries, so-called suicide of our people, we still go to that church and pray for them. Show them mercy. Pray for the oppressor. All of them ain't bad. That one oppressor. Nah, man. Stop showing them mercy. Because do they show you mercy or do they unalive you? Yeah. Right. Stop doing that. Read on.
Come on. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Here we go.
Thy daughter.
Go ahead.
Come on. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Say that again.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
That's right. And that's why black people, most of our people ain't following the Most High. Because they think God is white. They think the angels are white. They think the angels got little halos on top of their head and they floating on a little cloud up in the sky, you know? Yeah. They don't know nothing about God.
Right.
And they will turn you away from following him. They'll have you thinking hell and heaven is a place you're going to see when you pass away. When it's right here before your eyes. You know? When you wake up out of your bed, if you're a black man or a Hispanic man, you waking up in hell. You know what I'm saying? Even inside of your house is hell. But go ahead, Warrior.
You waking up in hell if you got if your mama white and your daddy black.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
That's another way you're gonna turn away from following the Lord, because when you hear the men of the Lord, now you don't know what side to be on. Because your mama white, your daddy black, and when you see us on the street corner and spilling the truth, you don't know what to side with. When we say the white man is the devil, you don't know what to think because your mama white and your daddy black. So now you're confused and you like, you know what? The hell with it, man. Y'all racist. I'm gonna go over here to this Christian church.
Right.
Where they say God love everybody.
Right. Yeah, right. But when you open up that Bible, you read the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18, if I'm mistaken, it tells you that your daddy, you know, he's the one that determines your nationality, your pedigree. That's why it's so important for, if you have a white mother or a black father, you come to the truth and understand there ain't no such thing as mix. But that Christian church, what they do, Shabbat, you mix.
You're right.
Hey man, you could be 100% straight up Negro, Shabbat. They'll still come up with some kind of scenarios telling you, hey, we all mix. We mix with something. Ain't nobody this pure, this and that. Man, you are what your father is.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
go ahead.
nah, Salaki, it's on their profile too, their social media profile. You'll see about 10 different flags.
Right.
That's I'm 10 different people.
Right.
I got all this in my blood.
Right.
So you a mutt. That's what you're calling yourself. You're calling yourself a mutt. You're not a purebred.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be a mutt. I'm purebred, man. I mean, you want to be 10 different people, that's on you. But the Lord said you are what your father is, man. And that's that.
Yeah, right, man.
That's why I never understand. Like what could, sir. That's what I never understand. How a Negro think he 3% Asian, 10% white? Like where does that even come from, man? Like where do these Negroes get these statistics, man? I'm 15% Irish. Like, man, come on, use a nigga, man. It's all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We niggas, man. I love chicken, you know what I'm saying? And watermelon.
Yeah, I'm right.
And grape Kool-Aid. It's all right, brother. It's okay. Come on home.
Right.
You say grape Kool-Aid.
Right. And hell, chicken and watermelon is better than potatoes with raisin in it, right?
Man, put that right. Hey, damn right. Hey, put that picture up. Put that picture up, Baba Gashaw.
Would you rather have some good fried chicken and some watermelon or potatoes with raisins in them?
Right.
Right. Yeah, mashallah, you must put that picture up. Damn right, Shabbat.
And blood coming all out the meat.
What you say?
Look at on our side. Look at all that good old chicken and cornbread and macaroni and cheese, man. And look at their side. They got mashed potatoes and raisins and meat, got blood dripping everywhere, man. Come on, man. Mm-hmm. I ain't got no percentage of that in me. It's a lot.
Yeah, they're gonna look at you crazy when you sit down at that dinner table and they eating that bloody steak and you eating yours well done.
Right. And also, you know they gotta feed the dog first before they put the spoon in their mouth.
Oh man. Oh man. They're right, man. Yeah, look at them all. The dog eat at the table with them.
Dog, right.
Now you got to eat behind the dog. I promise you, man. I think the dog get a sample of every plate that's on their dinner table.
Yep.
Man, I can't do it. I can't do it. Black people know they don't like that, but you got to trim your ways to seek their love. That's why you end up praying to their white Jesus, because you're seeking their love. You're seeking their peace. You're seeking on what they call being a human being, or being a part of the human race. So now you have to love everybody while they don't love nobody but themselves. Why black people gotta love everybody when white people don't love everybody?
Right.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. But let's read.
Come on. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
They're going to turn you away. They're going to turn you away from following the Most High. Because if you tell them God is black, man, they're going to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't ever bring him back to my house. And she might cut you off too.
Right.
Because they are trained and disciplined to serve white Jesus.
Right.
To serve a God that look like them.
Right.
So white people ain't finna serve no God that look like you. They painted Christ to be white so they don't have to look to a black Jesus. Because they refuse to do it. A black Christ, whatever. Yahushua in the Hebrew. That's why they made him white. We painted him white.
Right.
Yeah, that's the whole idea, the whole mission. Now here you come talking about God is black. Christ is black. The Israelites is black.
Mm.
No, man. So you telling me we can't be on top no more? Bye-bye to white privilege? No, we ain't doing that. They're not finna say bye-bye to white privilege, to, uplift black and brown privilege, because if they find out you're the people of God, they have to serve you. And they ready to die before they serve you. They ready to die with a rifle in their arm out there in the field, in the military, before they serve a nigga. You understand? Because in their mind, they supposed to be your master and you the slave.
Right, sir.
All right.
Like it. Look, I don't want that. Hey, when we get the kingdom and we empowered, if that white Jesus come out the sky, he going into slavery too. God damn it.
Damn right.
That's funny one up, man. But let's go to the book of Nehemiah.
Come on.
And also with all this, go ahead.
No, you got to write this out.
No, all this interracial, I don't understand what brothers see in the white woman. She looking like Lassie in the kitchen cooking your food. She got cats running around, fur all in the food, fur coming from, she's shedding from her hair, the cat shedding from his hair, and it's just hair everywhere. At least our sisters, tie up their hair or wear, the thing they wear around their head.
Bonnet. They got that bonnet on, girl.
You know what I'm saying? Keep a bonnet, but Lassie, she's just shedding everywhere.
Damn
now
right.
You got cat fur, her fur. I mean, come on, black man, you gotta wake up, man. And she's struggling in the kitchen because she don't know, she don't know what to use. She don't know anything about seasoning. So she's struggling. They hate seasoning.
Hey, so like if I could, Officer Sharata, what she say? Let me put a pinch of salt in that. Man, hey, don't put no damn pinch of salt in that. We need some seasoning, man. Put some oxtail seasoning on that thing.
Like, you need to get rid of Lassie, man. Get you a sister, bro. You're tripping.
Damn right.
All right. But they love that old mayonnaise, man. They gotta have that old mayonnaise. That's no bunny. All right. Ain't no snow bunny to me. I call it old Miracle Whip, old Hellsman. We call Hellsman.
I call him a maggot.
Yeah, right. We got some comments, but we're gonna read the comments real quick before I go into the history of Nehemiah. The book of Nehemiah.
Okay.
How they had to, go through it at those times dealing with interracial marriage and stuff, and what was the side effects behind interracial marriage around the time of Nehemiah. All right.
Right.
Read those comments real quick, Warrior.
Come on, sir. We said Officer Call said Salaki, my cousin went to Ghana and married a heathen. She just caught something out there and almost died.
Man, let me tell you something. Man, when I first came to Milwaukee, I was here for like 2 months, and I was working with them South Africans. I got sick immediately, man. Like 3 or 2 times, man, working around them. I can't work around them no more. So I agree. I know you're telling the truth. When I see those South Africans and too many of them, I say I can't do this job. I don't ever want to catch that again with it. I don't know what it was. You understand? Yeah. I can't work around too many of them. I do a couple, but when I see more than 10 or 8, I can't do it. And that food, man, when they warming up that food in the microwave, I can't take that smell, man. I'm like, who is cooking the garbage can? Who cooked the trash out of the garbage can? Damn.
All right.
Did you just reach your hand in the garbage can and just threw whatever food that was in there in the microwave? Because it smelled horrible.
Smell like a septic tank.
Yeah. Damn right, call support. That is true. But let's get into the book of Nehemiah. Let's get into this history. Because running low on time.
Okay.
Any more comments?
We got Via 1805. There's some laughing emojis. Then they said bonnet, yes, sir. And then that's right.
Damn right. Damn right, man. Don't nobody cook better than black and brown women. You hear me? Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women. Nobody cook better than them.
All right.
You know why? Because we are the salt of the earth. Hey, black women cook so good. Chinese people, they tried to fry the chicken in the neighborhood. They tried. You know what they had to start doing? They had to start hiring black women to cook for them in their kitchen when it comes to that fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? And other things. Yeah, they had to hire black women and Mexican women, Hispanic women, because they know the truth. They know they can't cook better than our people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's get Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 1.
Come on, the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13 and verse 1. On that day, they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Amorite and the Moabite should not come into the congregation of God forever.
The Ammonites and the Moabites, Chinese people, Japanese people. You know, that's in the law. They're not allowed in our congregation. You know what I mean? They're not allowed to come serve God with us and fellowship with us. No other nation is allowed to come fellowship with us if you're not black or brown and Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? You're not our people. All right? But this is during the time of Nehemiah. And Nehemiah, he was rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem. He was rebuilding the walls and trying to add strength to the people. But how can the people get strong when you joining yourself to other races of people when they're gonna make you weak and have a history of making you weak? If you read about the times of that person named Balaam, that's in the same chapter. The Moabites sent Balaam to us to curse us and stuff. You know, all these nations you read about in the Bible, other nations, they always had a hand in trying to destroy us. That's why you can't join them, because their whole motive is to send somebody at you with peace. But in the end, they bring you war. All right? That's what they always do. The Chinese man right now today is going to war with us when he unalived that brother, Cyrus Carmack Belton.
Right.
That was an action of war. They won't smoke with us. They show how they feel about black people. When he unalived a 14-year-old boy, how could you have it in your mind to even unalive a child, man? Will he unalive a 14-year-old Chinese boy for a bottle of water? No, he would not. But he's black, and we are their enemies. And that's why he ran them down and shot him in the back. That's why we must separate, and that's why we should never do interracial marriages. Because all these other nations showing black and brown people how they feel about us. Not by with their words, by their actions. You know? And not sorry for what he did, neither. Chinese people, you must understand, a lot of Chinese people, they are celebrating that man called Rick Chow got off on that murder. They celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? That's giving them confidence to do it again. Oh man, we got away with that murder. Hell, now guess what? We made them an example. Don't come in our store and try to steal, even though the brother ain't stole nothing. That giving them courage to do it again. Unalive another Negro. You know? But what we should do is don't support your beauty salon stores. Don't buy none of your hair out of your beauty salon stores. None of your grease, you know, none of your products. You know? Black women do nails better than Asian people anyway. Do nails, toenails, hair, whatever. You know, We don't need them. They in our community, sucking us dry of our resources, man. But we should never join the other nations because of what happened in the past and it was happening today. All right. Skip down to verse 23.
Come on, sir. Verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab.
Yeah, so we wasn't just marrying Chinese people and Japanese people who is Moab and Ammon. We was marrying Philistine people. Ashdod was Philistines, South Africans today. All right. And let's see what happened.
Come on. Verse 24. And their children spake half in speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language.
Say that again.
Come on. And their children spake half in speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language.
This happened a lot of times in the Bible, especially during the Greek captivity. A lot of Jews lost their Hebrew language and was speaking 100% Greek language. And guess what? Now the Israelites is speaking English, Spanish, French. We speak all those oppressive languages. Where is our language? You know what happened? Integration, slavery, interracial marriages. We can get that back if we separate and heal our people with the knowledge of the Most High. You know, how can you learn Hebrew all over again? Come back to your culture and your heritage, which is the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge. We teach Hebrew over here. We teach Hebrew every Friday. Sometimes when we speak in classes, we might say Hebrew words. You know, when we salute, we say Hebrew words. We can bring you back to what the oppressor took from you. You know, we can show you the way, but you must separate from that Christian church because that's the place that colonized you in the first place. They the one that had slave ships and kidnapped our ancestors and separate the old man from the young man, and so we won't have that language because that old man will eventually die off, and that young man gonna be under the oppressors, and the oppressor, only thing he gonna teach him is his ways of life, and that's what happened. They'll tell you it was just business. Nah, it was war as well. When they sold us in slavery, that was an action of war to take away our identity. Now you have the Jewish man with our identity, man. You know what I'm saying? And he the richest people on earth. The richest people on earth, man. But you can't come back to it. But you have to admit that Christian church has deceived you and denounce that church, man, proudly, like we do in the ISUPK. All right?
Yeah, right.
Read on.
Come on. Verse 25. And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves.
Man, didn't Shabbatazar just brought this out in the book of Ezra? It's all through the Bible. How God do not like interracial marriage, man. But guess what? It's our destruction being joined to them. All right, read on.
Come on, verse 26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
Mm-hmm.
Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel.
Right.
Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
Yes. You know, that's how our kingdom got split. Our nation got split to northern kingdom and southern kingdom, and we got split, man. You know what I'm saying? We got split. Now we are learning that interracial marriage, you know, King Solomon doing that is the cause of us splitting. King Solomon had what? If I'm mistaken, I could be wrong. 700 wives and 300 concubines, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that's correct.
700 wives was wives of nobility, you know, princes, princesses, you know, women that had nobility, royal women that came from other nations on the earth. And these women had convinced King Solomon to bring in other false gods, you know, gods that don't exist, but bring them into the side of God's temple and worship them and praise them. You know what I'm saying? And this what the Ammonites and the we call it the Ashgardians, whatever, you know, those people were doing the same BS, influencing God's people, you know, to sin against them by serving other gods. So guess what? If you marry an Arab woman, what's she gonna do? You gonna have to fall under subjection under Allah, or had to be around that religion to the point where you're gonna have to compromise. Chinese woman, same thing. They're gonna make you compromise because they're not gonna serve a God that look like you, because they are proud to serve a God that look like them. Understand? They take pride in it. What's going on, Warrior?
Hey, Shalom, y'all.
Shalom, y'all about Shimmy, I was shot to rocket thought.
Yeah, but Shimmy Yashabra up.
Shalom, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that Chinese woman gonna introduce you to that squid too.
We eating,
right.
eating tarantula legs. Man.
Right.
Man, I cannot do that, man. The things that I see them eat, I don't see how a black man can marry that or even kiss that.
You don't come home one day, pop open that pot. You gonna think it's you gonna think she in there cooking, you know, what do you call it?
Shrimp fried rice or beef fried rice.
Something, you know, appetizing, but she in there cooking electric eels and squids, and she in there. Well, you gonna be like, what the hell did I get myself into?
Man, whatever that's creepy and crawling and look disgusting, they got to have it.
Right.
They think all you got to do is put soy sauce on it and it's gonna turn out right. They're gonna make it taste right. Soy sauce and and the duck sauce, you know. They think their sauce can make anything taste good. Hell, they think soy sauce can make rat taste good. You know, you see TikTok sometimes, you see them cooking rat, cat, hell, especially a dog. You know, if you married to a Chinese woman, you better not have a dog. You just leave the pets out of the situation because your pet is in danger.
Yep.
You got a predator in the house. You know? Yeah, man, they eat some horrible things, man. I seen them eating a squid that was still alive. They put some kind of dye inside the cup or some kind of sauce in the cup, and they slurped that thing whole. And it was still living. It was still living, man. I'm like, how can you kiss that thing at night?
Ugh, I tell you one thing, boy, you married a Chinese boy, you don't need no pest control.
Damn.
You married the pest control.
Right.
Damn right, man. What's in Christ? Well, let's read on.
Come on. Verse 27. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil? To transgress against our God and marrying strange wives.
Say strange what?
And marrying strange wives.
When you a black man that claim to have a snow buddy, you know, you have a strange wife. That is strange. Why? Because that is not your nation. That's an alien. She's not a part of your world. She don't understand your world. They be trying to be a part of our society, man. And we be trying to be a part of their society, but it never works. Because you don't belong in their world, man. And they're gonna show you all the time you don't belong there. When they unalive you in the streets. All right? I feel so sorry for that brother Nolan Wells. Man, how old he was? Nolan Wells.
I think it was 17. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, he was like 17 or 18.
And them damn devils, when they got lawyers.
Yeah.
Immediately. That's how you know they did it.
And I heard they paid the persecutor.
What'd you say?
It was 18 years old.
It was 18.
Damn, man. You know, them prosecutors, judges, lawyers, police officers, you know, teachers, no matter what, most of them is part of the triple K clan people, you know.
Gone. They said that the parents paid the persecutors not to pull up the son's rap sheet of how he was No, I'm sorry. This is for this is another story. This is Carmelo Anthony I'm talking about.
Salakia.
Go ahead, Warrior.
One of the YT boys, mama is a federal court judge, and another one, daddy, is a big time supervisor for the feds.
Wow.
The FBI. Yeah.
Damn, man.
It's a like if I could, I don't want.
Go ahead, Warrior.
Real quick on that story, just pull this scripture real quick with the Nolan Wells, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, way back in Deuteronomy, you know what I'm saying? The Most High told us, you know, this is one of the curses we're gonna go through in Deuteronomy 28 and 32. It says, and thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look. That's the same thing that happened to Nolan Wells. He was given to another people. He was taken out of his hood out to where they thought the grass was greener, you know what I'm saying, with these white folks, right? And fell with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand. Like right now, his parents don't have no power to do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The white people is the lawyers, the prosecutors, the judge. You know what I'm saying? They all are against this dude, man. Their parents are not going to get no justice for this. Right. She don't have no might in her hand to do anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a sad thing. And this is why, you know what I'm saying, people should come into the ISUPK and learn their true culture, man. And learn this constitution called the Bible for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, sir.
Damn right, man.
And you know, he was given to another people by his own parents, teaching him his own upbringing, teaching him that God loves everybody.
I was just about to say that.
Because if he was never taught that garbage, he would have known not to be hanging out with these strange people.
Right.
And that's why the Bible says they strange, because you in the hood and you walking down the block with a white girl, that's a stranger.
Right.
You with something strange. The brothers is looking like, this man, what the hell is that? Mm-hmm. This is a strange thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walking down the block with a Chinese woman, that's strange.
Right.
With a Arab, that's strange. East Indian, that's strange. It ain't strange when you walking with that black woman though.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I mean? So that's heavy. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's strange, and we need to leave that stuff alone, man. We need to let that go.
You know, damn right. Yeah, on that. And also, I don't know where I heard this from. It slipped my mind. But I knew it came from the Christian church. If I'm not mistaken. They said that black people don't need to go nowhere with a whole bunch of white people no more, but still don't hate the oppressors. Don't hate them. We just don't need to go nowhere with a whole bunch of white people no more, but we still can't hate all of them.
Oh, there's another thing they saying, Thamayon. There's another thing they say where they say, don't go around white people. Don't be the only black person around white people.
Yeah.
They never say just don't go around them. Now it's just don't be the only black person around them.
Just just don't go around them.
Period.
Yeah, why you got to keep tasting that potato salad with the raisins, man? It's horrible. You know what you going around them for, man? Because it's fun. It's fun. Man, practicing their culture. Their culture is boring and disgusting and stale. I can't imagine myself playing basketball with a whole bunch of white boys. That is boring. I can't imagine being in a circle with a whole bunch of white boys and they telling jokes. Man, I'm gonna be asleep. They're gonna tell jokes that I'm asleep. They're boring as hell. They have no flavor. You understand? What are you
Adawan, you know the games they play, sir. You know they like to flick people in the nuts and play all that gay stuff, man. You know you can't play with them.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Yeah, the gay games. Yeah, you know. I mean, a lot of black people, they end up hanging around white folks because they want to get high.
Yeah.
They want to get
White
high.
boy,
Let's be honest. You want to get high. And don't nobody get more higher than the white man.
Right.
That's why that's your buddy. Because you want to be on shrooms. He be on all kind of drugs you never heard of before. You understand? And you want to be the first in line to try them. That's why you're around them. And also they got a little money to give you, you know. But oppression should make you mad. Should make a wise man mad. But the gifts they have, the things they have, it destroys your mind. It destroys your heart. You know, it don't make you think logical. Like I shouldn't be around them. Something bad can happen. They could get me high and do something to me, and I won't get no justice.
Right.
You know. Yeah. So it's very important that you don't hang around these oppressors, man. You don't marry them. No African woman, no Japanese woman. Let them stay in their world and you stay in your world, your society.
Right.
You know, I love that Tupac song, man. Born black in this white man's world. Because that's the truth. You are a black man in a white man's world and you always are under constant danger. Your head must be on the swivel. You know?
At all times.
That's right. You gotta pay attention from right to left. You gotta beware of the enemy, man. Yeah, the white man's world, that's hell. The hell with the fiery furnace under the ground, man. What about that fire that's come out of that gun, unaliving your people, unaliving your relatives, man, unaliving Hispanics? What about that fire, man? You worrying about this fake fairy tale fire under the ground, man, when you should be concerned about that fire that come out of that police gun. And he get right down with a pen. You had a gun, so he had to take aim and shoot. That's what's going on, man. Man. But do y'all brothers have anything to say? Anything to bring out? Do we got any more comments? Hey, y'all make sure y'all press like, share, and subscribe, man. ISUPK St. Louis history class. All right. Everybody that's tuned in, like, share, and subscribe. All right. Do we have any more comments, mashallah? I seen a couple.
You got damn right out of one from a call. Also, right eye checked in.
Damn right, warrior.
And Via 1805 says, so true. They've shown us what they think of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right. Do y'all brothers have anything to say?
No, I'm good to go.
Aye, sir.
I'm too
All right. What'd you say, Warrior?
I said la.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all like and share. And with that, this is the ISUPK St. Louis history class. I'm preaching Novus of 1,000, Tamayam. We've been preaching Novus of 1,000, Shabbat Zahalat. Preaching Novus of 500, Ma'asha Allah. And Trooper Kawatham, right?
Correct.
Damn right, out of Orlando, man. Orlando, Florida. But with that,
My apologies.
What say, Warrior?
My apologies for being late to the class. We had a late class with Officer Kazak tonight.
Oh, man, you good, Warrior. Damn right. But with that,
All right, bro.
Shalom.
Shalom Israel.
Preaching prophet of the Lord. Gotta teach us people. Exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil. We the lost children of the Lord. Y'all should holler. Chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible. One West. One West. One West. One West. One West. Till they bury me. One West. One West. Yeah. One West. One West. One West. Till they bury me. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing game. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight with a little slang. UPK, y'all finished, bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69.